All right, let's take a look at Apple, because Apple taking back the reins as the most valuable company in the U.S. Now, the company closing with a market cap above Microsoft for the first time since January. That happened at the close yesterday. Now, Apple adding $324 billion in market cap over the last 3 trading sessions, according to the latest data out from Dow Jones market data here. When you take a look at where things stand right now, you've got Apple in the lead at $3.28 trillion. Not far behind, you got Microsoft there in the number 2 spot. NVIDIA still holding above $3 trillion here, so the race between those 3. But I think, Brad, when you take a step back and take a look at the excitement surrounding Apple this week, and really taking a look at that 5-day chart, if we could put it up, because I think that is what's so interesting about this dramatic move that we have seen higher, at least since Tuesday, because we got the update from Apple on Monday. The market's reaction was pretty muted, right? And then after we had about 24 hours or so to digest it, we have seen the stock really take off. And I think that also just explains what is going on in the market here over the last several months. If you are able to convince investors that you are a valid AI play, that you will be among the winners within the AI realm here over the next several years, it's giving investors a reason to buy in here. And I think by looking at some of the gains that we've seen over the last couple trading days, people are confident that Apple is going to be a winner in AI. And in this market, I think you need to, or it really helps if you are able to convince investors of that story and get them on board with maybe what the next several years are going to look like here for the company, and a lot of those gains potentially driven by AI investments.
I mean, this was a critical WWDC for the company. You'd seen year to date coming into May, the company not participating in the broader rally that we had seen in the markets. And that really signals one thing, especially when you have a broader mindset among some of the investors out there and traders out there of this buy on the dip mentality, for Apple to not be participating, even though there was a clear between March and May extended dip that presented opportunities for buying into Apple, and to now just finally get year to date on a positive level as of late May, early June, and now looking at gains really that have been amassed over an aggregate, at least for the year, amassed largely during June here. It's coming on the back of this company finally saying what it's going to do with generative AI and the optimism of investors that it could show up in some of the consumer technology devices and it'd be enough to actually spur a super cycle of demand, because they're saying it's only going to be for specific devices that it's going to be leveraged in, at least on the outset here. And so that super cycle, I think, is what a lot of investors are hanging their hat on. That's why you're seeing them finally participating in some of this year-to-date movement higher, and we'll see if Apple can sustain this going forward. But once again, now more valuable than most of the other